Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call Thursday, November 29th full board meeting to order. First item of business, the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great. Roll call is already taken care of. Item number 4, invocation by Commissioner Carabelli.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dear Lord, thank you for the opportunity to meet today. May we engage with each other with faith and perseverance. May we manage each situation with wisdom and value. May we speak and serve with integrity and purpose. Lord, we invite you to work within us today. In your name, Lord Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Item number 5, I need an adoption of the agenda. We do have a slight modification. We're adding a new 10 and then bumping 10, 11, and 12, and 13 down to 11, 12, 13, and 14. Just to add a process for approving the money for one of the items we talked about yesterday. We actually didn't approve the monetary transfer. We just approved the contracts. So I just want to make sure we're following our policy. It's just more of a formality. So I need a motion for that. If anyone has any questions on it, they can talk to you. So moved by Romano, supported by Lucido.
With the corrections that the chair.
With the corrections the chair has made. Okay, thanks. Please vote. Motion passes. Item 6, approval of minutes dated November 8th, 2018. Need a motion to approve. Commissioner Drolet, supported by Commissioner Kleinfeld. Discussion, seeing none, please vote. Motion passes. Item 7, public participation. Any members of the public wishing to speak? You have 5 minutes. Any members of the public wishing to speak? Third and final time, seeing nobody. Oh, yes, ma'am. The first public participation is limited to items on the agenda. Just wanted to make sure, I'm sorry. So the second public participation, you can speak to anything on the, on or off the agenda. So we'll wait till that one. Great. And then otherwise, we're going to close public participation. Item number 8, correspondence from the county executive's office. We don't have any. Item number 9, finance committee recommendations. Need a motion to adopt. Crystal, which ones did we pull off of there, please?
Yep, A through U.
A through U could be a motion by Carabelli, supported by Duge. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 10.
No, V.
Oh, V, I'm sorry. We have a motion for, now, hold on one second. Item number V, need a motion to approve?
I'm the reason it's pulled out, so I can't.
Commissioner Duge, supported by Commissioner Drolet. Commissioner Kleinfeld, would you wish to speak? No. No? Okay, thank you. Any other members wishing to speak? I don't see anybody on here. Please vote. Motion passes 8-2 with Commissioner Kleinfeld and Commissioner Toko voting no. Item number 10, we have the new motion, the board recommendations A, B, and C, and they are to approve the budget amendment for, well, C is different. Can we have A and B? And I can let Crystal discuss this if we have a motion to approve A and B. Commissioner Kraft, support. Commissioner Duge. Crystal, will you give us just a quick rendition of why we're doing it this way?
In October, you approved the purchases of these items, but at the time we talked to finance and they were going to take the money for these out of the debt service fund payment that wasn't being made, the $1.5 million. So instead, he brought us that full $1.5 million transfer this month. So we're adding these budget amendments back in, so it'll actually reflect the amendments as finance is going to make them. So the bottom line number is going to stay the same. It's just going to match what they're doing in our official record.
Any questions on this? Great. Seeing none, please vote. Oh, motion passes. Item 10C, we need to approve the first 3 meetings in January for the organizational, the committee, and public hearing, and the full board. So right now, we have them the 9th, the 16th, and the 17th. I don't know if anyone has a problem with those yet. I know we haven't discussed this with anyone. We could actually table and move this on if anyone does. Otherwise, we can make a motion and then talk about it afterwards. They're on the thing. It's the organizational meeting will be on the 9th. The 16th is a committee meeting with public hearing, and the 17th will be the full board, first full board. So can I have a motion for 10C? Leonetti, supported by Commissioner Lucido. Any discussion? Commissioner Carabelli? How come?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The time's 3 o'clock. These first 3 meetings in January, do we want to move to 7 o'clock PM?
I was having a little computer difficulty. Would you run that by me one more time?
The 3 meetings for January, do we want to run them at 7 o'clock PM?
The organizational, we usually do new swearing-ins.
We can do however we want
I'm
at this
just
point.
asking-
I don't think we've ever had an organizational at 3.
Swearing in will be this
December.
this year. This is in a couple of weeks.
Pictures, though.
We can do it however the
I'm
board
just
wants to
asking,
do
Is there
it.
any objection to 7 o'clock PM?
Pictures in the later.
You have an objection to 7? Yeah.
Well, again, and I've brought this up before, 3 o'clock meeting. I feel that the public that are working don't have the opportunity to attend any of these meetings, and if they wanted to, they'd have to take off of work. When they have them in the evening, I think they have the opportunity to show up and say anything if they want to. So it's my only reasoning.
Well, I will say that that can be addressed for next year when we actually get to these meetings on the full, year's worth of meetings. We can discuss, obviously, it's a group effort on what we will decide next year and what times to have our meetings. If you want to make a motion, see if you get a second, and we can vote on this. Otherwise,
There's already a motion on there, and
Okay.
there's no,
all right, we'll continue, we'll consider it and move on. Great. Well, then we need a motion. Who made the motion? Would you like to withdraw it? All right, we'll continue it, and then we'll discuss further in the next few meetings. So, yeah, we'll go with 3 o'clock. Let's vote on 3 o'clock, and then if we have a big change, we can always propose a new motion. So please vote. This is for 3 o'clock. This is the motion as presented by Commissioner Leonetti and Commissioner Lucido. Motion passes 10-2. Commissioner Carabelli, Commissioner Duge voting no. Item number 11, proclamations. We have proclamation A, commending Kathy Smith for her position as interim Macomb County Clerk and Register of Deeds, presented by Commissioner Leonetti. Commissioner, on behalf of all of us, thank you. Come on up. We will move on to this right here.
Well, fellow commissioners and guests and family, you must be Mr. Smith, right? I've heard good things. All right. Anyway, I'll make it real short. This is a tremendous honor for me to have an opportunity to present something like this to Kathy. This is really a true, in a sense, Cinderella story. Many of you may know this, but those of you that don't, or those of you that do, I'm going to remind you. Kathy started here, I'm not going to say how many years ago, but when she started here in the records department. Came in, young girl working in the records department. Then she moved her way up to the front desk, as they say, with the clerks. That's where all the intake stuff comes in. Then from there, she moved up and started becoming a circuit court judge clerk. And then from there, she bounced around and became a secretary. So many years of experience from the ground up. And when we needed somebody the most to save this county, We had the right person at the right time, right there to go in and solve that problem. And I'm not going to, I do agree with what Commissioner Drollet says. This proclamation is great. I hope you hang this someplace very important. Unfortunately, and it cannot, there's not enough room to give all the details on how you saved us. But, you know, from the e-filing to the lien entry systems to getting in staff that can come and take care of the service for the public is a very important task. Somebody often says the front line to the public is the county clerk. People come in for all sorts of things from marriage to death and everything in between. And you did a great job. These guys tease me a lot because I have a lot of boat analogies because I'm a boater. But the ship was listing. I mean, it was really listing, and you turned it around like a great captain. And so it is a tremendous honor. And like I said, it's a true Cinderella story. We like it when somebody comes from the ground all the way up to the top, and it's a great way for her to end a great career at one point at being the county clerk. So thank you very much, Kathy. There you go.
Thank you.
Kathy, can I, hold on one second. I need a motion by Commissioner Leonetti to, and a support by Commissioner Majek. There we go. Now, I do have a few speakers, if you'd like maybe to let them speak, and then you can speak. You come on up there, though. They're talking to you. Commissioner Drollet.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for the great work you did. You know, elected officials are oftentimes bestowed titles like, you know, honorable and so forth that are given because of the position. But I don't think the public will ever know the respect that you had coming into this job from your coworkers and the people you know, and the respect that you earned from this board for what you did. And really, it's a credit to your whole team, to you, the whole team, that you guys were able to right a disaster and help the citizens of this county in ways that probably they will never know. So I want to thank you. I want to thank the whole team. You certainly have earned a title more than maybe any of us have ever have as far as being honored. We want to honor you as not because it's a title to the position, but because of the work that you and your team did. So thank you so very much. It's really appreciated.
Thank you.
And thank you I will speak on behalf of everybody, and we've said it to you a million times on the work that you did and saving us from 2 more years of having disaster, and we really appreciate everything that you've done. And we feel like we're losing you, but I know we're not, that someone else is getting you back on a more full-time basis, which I'm sure she's very happy about. So the floor is yours.
Okay. Those who know me back here know I love to talk, but I really don't have a speech to give. I just wanted to thank all of you for your patience with me. And obviously, it has to do with all the people in the clerk's office. It's the team. It's a great team. And I told our new clerk, Mr. Miller, that he has a great team, and they will work very hard for him, and the office will never go the way the Springer days are, obviously. I'm still here. I'm a phone call away if anyone needs me. And again, I just want to thank every one of you very much. I appreciate your kindness. I couldn't have done it without the court administrator's office. They worked very well with me, and they're actually good friends of mine. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Miller, you have big shoes to fill. Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 12, new business. Any commissioners with new business? Any commissioners with new business? You have on your desk, I will start, we're going to start looking at next year's calendar, so please take a look at it and see when you have vacations. If you know, Commissioner Lucido, go ahead.
Welcome, Fred Miller. Fred, are you there? I wanted to congratulate you and welcome you to our meeting and to being a part of us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. So, finishing up where I was, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I know. So, fill out your calendars when you can. And I know, I'm sorry. And we'll go from there. And I welcome Fred Miller and congratulations. You were in here not that long ago with a full room of people congratulating you. So, all right, your head's big enough. Let's get to work, right? Any other commissioners with new business? All right, seeing none. Public participation. Any member from the public wishing to speak? You have 5 minutes. Please come up, give us your name and address.
Good afternoon, County Board. My name is Referee Amanda Cole. I don't know, do you need my home address or my work address? I'm here as a resident of Macomb County and also as an employee of Macomb County.
Give us your work address, that'll be fine.
Okay, it's at 1 North Main Street, front of the court office.
Thank you.
I would just like to, on behalf of the referees, if it may, read a letter that we wrote in support of asking for a range bump in our salary. So thank you for your time. The letter was addressed to the Chief Judge, Jim Biernat, to Chief Judge Pro Tempore Matthew Switalski, all 4 family judges, the county executive, the head of finance, the head of HR, who am I forgetting? The head of the Board of Commissioners, the union president, and our union representative, if I forgot somebody, the friend of the court, and the juvenile administrator, and both of the chief referees. The letter states as follows. The County of Macomb released a 2017 compensation study final report dated November 29th, 2017. This study, while extensive, excluded the family division, domestic and juvenile referees. The lack of inclusion in this compensation study was shocking, given that referees are statutorily mandated position in every county. Please see MCL 552.507. Data and information from surrounding areas regarding salary ranges, duties, responsibilities, and benefits were readily available and could have been easily obtained by Siegel Waters Consulting. Since the family division referees were not evaluated and were excluded in this compensation study, the referees compiled the necessary information and data from the 6 counties analyzed, which were Livingston, Monroe, Oakland, St. Clair, Washtenaw, and Wayne. Data was also obtained from 4 additional counties similarly situated to Macomb: Genesee, Ingham, Kent, and Midland. And that we attached to the letter a referee comparison chart. The compilation of this data reveals that Macomb County referees are the 2nd lowest paid out of these 10 counties, earning a minimum annual salary of $66,020 and a maximum annual salary of $82,525. The median annual salary from the 6 counties included in the compensation study suggests referees should be paid an annual of $98,796. The median annual salaries of the 10 reference counties would support earnings of $96,388. In addition, a review of the employment benefits of the comparable counties reveals that all these 10 counties offer similar benefit packages as those offered to the Macomb County referees. A thorough review or examination of the compensation study reveals that the other attorneys in Macomb County, specifically the assistant prosecuting attorneys and the assistant corporation counsel attorneys, earn substantially more in annual pay than the referees, who act as quasi-judicial officers and who are subject to the Judicial Tenure Commission and included in the definition of judge under Canon 9.201. By way of example, the principal trial lawyers employed at the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office earn a starting salary of $76,123, and after 6 years are eligible to earn a maximum salary of $103,538, increasing to $104,574 beginning in 2019. The difference between the maximum annual salary of a referee and the maximum annual salary of the assistant prosecuting attorney is $22,049. Further, under the wage and increment schedule under the UAW 412 Unit 95, in 2018, the assistant corporation counsel attorneys earn a starting salary of $85,408, and in 19, this annual salary will increase to $86,262, which is approximately $3,000 more than the maximum amount of the highest salary for a referee. Moreover, in 2018, the maximum annual salary for an assistant corporation counsel is $106,760 and will increase to $107,827 in 2019. The difference between the maximum annual salary of a referee and the maximum annual salary of an assistant corporation counsel attorney is $25,302. While the family division, domestic, and juvenile referees take no issue with the negotiated salaries of the assistant prosecuting attorneys and the assistant corporation counsel attorneys, The minimum and maximum annual salaries of the Family Division referees must be substantially increased. Based upon the obvious disparity in income levels of the surveyed comparable counties, disproportionate income between the referees and their above-referenced attorneys, and considering that Macomb County is one of the largest populated counties in the state of Michigan, effective January 1, the Family Division referees are requesting an increase in our annual salary range to a minimum annual salary of $82,525 and a maximum annual salary of no less than $104,574. Your anticipated support and consideration is greatly appreciated. This letter was signed by all 9 sitting referees, both domestic and juvenile, and the friend of the court office right now has 1 opening for a referee, so there will be a total of 10 employees. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Amanda. And for the board's notice, I received this on the 26th, but it was submitted personal and confidential. So I'm glad that you came here and spoke to this. And if you would like, I mean, you could give everybody a copy of this if you want, or if they want to send it to us and not personal confidential, I'll share it with everybody. Thank you. Anybody else on public participation? Anybody else on public participation? Seeing none, we're going to close public participation. Need a motion to adjourn. Commissioner Douget, supported by Commissioner Drolet. Please vote. Meeting is adjourned.